how it feels to have a newborn child be your entire world. You spend as much time as you can to nurture them, care for them, and ensure that they live a long and healthy life. But when you put your child to sleep at night, do you ever worry that you won't be able to protect them? If something were to happen, would you be able to react? Meet Ronnie. She's a middle-aged mom living in Mumbai, India. She has a newborn child named Rohan, who was recently discharged from the ICU after being diagnosed with bronchitis. Bronchitis leaves him vulnerable to secondary infections that can lead to infant mortality. And even though Ronnie tries her best, she can't always be there to monitor him. And unfortunately, Rohan passes away in the middle of the night, silently and in a matter of minutes. But Rohan isn't the only one. Every year, over 2 million infants die from causes just like Rohan's. What if his death could have been prevented? What if we can prevent the other 2 million deaths? Some of the major causes of infant mortality include pneumonia, bronchiolitis, and cystic fibrosis. These conditions are all linked to low oxygen levels right before mortality. These conditions are also exacerbated in developing countries such as India that have fractured healthcare systems and a lack of education.
This problem is very big. How big exactly? Well, our worldwide TAM is $123 billion, which is basically all the infants suffering from oxygen-related diseases. Since we're targeting India, our Indian beachhead TAM, or total addressable market, is 15 million, basically all infants between the ages of 0 to 5 suffering from oxygen-related diseases. So we at LyfeBand believe that every big problem is solved by a simple, innovative solution. So what is ours? Well, it's LyfeBand. LyfeBand is a simple, low-cost, low-tech wearable for infants that comes in a form of a glove. It actively measures the infant's blood oxygen level, and it drops too far below the normal amount. It actually sends a text to the parents, as well as buzzes loudly, allowing the parents this extra few seconds of reaction time to wake up and actually tend to the child. There's few extra seconds that could mean the difference between life and death. So, one added feature we did was the Wi-Fi capability. Our wearable sends this data to a website where parents can check their infants' vitals while on the go, either running errands, doing grocery shopping, or maybe just at the workplace. So that brings up another question. Why a glove? Well, I like Spider-Man, so gloves are pretty cool. But no, that's actually not the case. So we talked to pediatricians, and they said that firstly, infants don't like anything that's uncomfortable. They remove socks, gloves, anything that causes them harm. And secondly, and most importantly, infants' hands tend to get cold. When they get cold, they actually mess up all the readings of commercial pulse oximeters. So that's why we made it a glove, to provide comfort as well as accurate readings that sets it apart from our closest competitors. So here's a video showing our prototype.
Hi, this is LyfeBand. Here's a short video demonstrating our prototype. So as you can see, this is our glove here, which is actively monitoring my blood oxygen level in real time. It is sending this data to a web page which allows parents to remotely monitor their infant's health when they're busy running errands, doing grocery shopping, or at work. So as you can see here, it says Ryan is healthy and he has 99% blood oxygen level. And this graph shows Ryan's health in real time. Now I'll proceed to block one of the sensors to simulate a low blood oxygen environment. So as you can see here, it says low blood oxygen level, and it's sending an alert on my phone over here. It says low blood oxygen level. So this allows parents, this gives parents an extra second of reaction time to give the infant the care and the support that he needs or she needs. And a cool feature is you can share this on various social media as well, including Snapchat.
Well, LyfeBand was designed to give peace of mind to those parents with infants who have been discharged from hospital after suffering from any chronic lung diseases. Those 10-15 days out of the ICU can be critical for the baby because they're very susceptible to suffer from any secondary infection. And if not attacked early enough, can be fatal for them. Here, we have some testimonials of a doctor and a concerned mother. Moreover, wearable devices away from the hospital to ease the burden of labor shortage. As in Indian hospitals, you have one doctor to every 1,700 patients, which is 4 times more than US. For example, a doctor will prescribe an oximeter for the patient just to go home earlier. And the patient will go to the retail store in the hospital and buy the product. Because of that, we plan to solve problems in two possible ways. The first one is using the doctor referral system, in which the hospital we will host our product, and the doctor will recommend it to parents. The second one is selling a product through a website, which will give more comfort in the purchase.
So we plan to sell our product for $25. We talked to several pediatricians in India, and they said that an average income family in India would be willing to spend about $30 for a medical device for their child. So we feel $25 is correctly priced. As well, it took $17 to produce the prototype, but because we plan to use Indian manufacturing, it will be a lot cheaper, almost by half. So that'll allow us to be more sustainable in a developing market. As for plans for future growth, we initially want to add more sensors to our product, including a heart rate sensor and a sensor for temperature. Additionally, once we gain credibility in India, we want to establish connections with NGOs to target lower income families in India. Also, we'd like to have an IoT feature, or Internet of Things, to allow more communication between the device and the parent, giving them more comfort and peace of mind. Now, who's the team behind this product? Introducing Team LyfeBand. We are 4 hardworking and enthusiastic entrepreneurs with the desire to change the world. We obviously have very special interests. We want to combine our knowledge of technology and innovation to create a lasting impact, because we believe that every life saved is another story told. And our goal is to write many stories and be a part of a bigger one ourselves. Thank you.